Hi there. Welcome back to the Allgoods, Vietnam through the eyes of love. I'm Elisa, and today is October 26th, 1971. My mom is in San Antonio, Texas, 7 months pregnant with me and feeling sentimental. She writes to my dad, calling him my beloved. It's one of those words that only show up once in a while, but it feels like the perfect one. The truest way to describe what they've built together. She looks back on where they started, at Shepherd Air Force Base, and how far they've come from that first night together to a life that's about to welcome their baby into the world. And that same day, she and her friend, Pat Benoit, throw a baby shower for another friend, Mary Patton. Hardly anyone shows up. It's one of those moments that reminds my mom how lucky she really is. That when her friends gathered for her shower, they came not out of an obligation, but out of love. And meanwhile, my dad is counting the days, not weeks, until he can hold her again. He's exhausted. He's tired of the duty schedules, regulations, and the endless waiting. His line says it all. I'll be glad to get away from this Air Force and all of the bullshit. These letters are full of longing for home, for connection, for each other's touch. It's been over 2 weeks since they last spoke by phone, and the silence between calls is heavy. But even in that distance, their love feels steady, patient, real, and full of anticipation. Here's my mom's letter to my dad, exactly as she wrote it, 26 October, Tuesday. My beloved, you are my beloved. You've been my love, I think I know, since the first night you and we made love at Shepherd. Yesterday and today, I've been very sentimental. When I think back, I enjoyed our sex the first time, even then, better than anyone else ever. Start there, and it has grown and blossomed. We now love, cherish, and are about to have a product of our love born into this world. We've come a long way since 1970. I love you, darling. I love so strongly. If only you could know how very much you mean to me. I got 2 sweet chicky letters today. You said get them made. So far, I'm really okay. I don't do too much at one time to overdo. If and when I feel the need for her, don't worry. I'll be the first to admit it. Okay, love? We can save that money for our phone calls. Speaking of phone calls, I'm expecting one any day now. After 2 weeks go by and I haven't talked to my chickie, I get antsy. Just being able to hear your voice say, I love you, carries me for at least, well, more than 2 weeks. I got a letter from Mom, too. She said tell you she and Daddy love you, but with the move and working, she just hasn't had time to write. She said Linda was mad with her and hasn't called or written or been there to see them in 3 months. Something about Linda giving away to her brother's little baby all of the things Mom was buying for little Joe. Damn if I know. So if you will, write them a short letter. Maybe it'll make 'em feel better. My day was typical. TV, reading, and rereading my letters, grooving to my hubby, and watching the clock, hoping the time would pass faster. Well, tonight Pat Benoit and I gave Mary Pat a baby shower at Pat's. Well, I was so sorry for Mary. Baby, out of all the OR people, only 3 besides myself showed up. I couldn't believe it. She just finished work about 3 weeks ago. There were 3 months between the time I quit and my shower. She didn't get very much. I guess we're really luckier than I realized. I figured everyone came to mine because they felt they had to, but now I think it's because they really wanted to. Also, she's barely 4 months, and she's already bigger than both in belly and boobs than I am. Again, I look so good, I suppose, for 7 months. Maybe only a few more days and you can judge for yourself if your wife looks good carrying our baby. Just think, you can give him all the love pats from Daddy you want. Of course, every pat Mom gets, a hug gets in too. Well, Will, chickie, I'm tired. I'm going to sleepy to dream of you again tonight. I dreamed another wet one last night. How about that? I tell you, I be loving you so very much. You sleep tight. I'm sending a bunch of hugs and kisses to you. I love you with all of my heart and soul. Forever and always. Sarah. While Sarah's evening ends in quiet longing, my dad's letter that same day carries the same ache, the same countdown. He's running on exhaustion, still flying his required hours, and sitting on alert shifts, and still writing her daily. His patience with the Air Force is also gone, but his love for her hasn't faded a bit. Here's his letter from that same day, October 26, 1971. My dearest darling, how is the prettiest wife in the whole world as she reads this letter? Horny. Ha! 23 days to go. Less than that as you read this. Baby, I just can't wait to get you in my arms. I love you so much. I couldn't get a line to call on last night, so I'm going to wait one more week to call. I will know when I should arrive in San Antonio. Then it will only be a little over 2 weeks and I will be home. Okay, my love? Ken and I have been on alert today. We flew an hour just to get some time. We have to fly 10 hours a month, whether we need to or not, so we added an hour. Other than the flight, we did the same old thing. Read, TV, and ate. I'm getting tired of having to be on duty as much as we are. One thing for sure, the time passes fast. I'm awake more and never seem to get caught up. I will sure be glad to get away from this Air Force and all of the bullshit. Baby, I love you. Did you know that? You are my little chickadee. You know that too. You are my precious sweetheart and lover and mother of our baby. Is the little rascal still kicking the shit out of you? I bet so. I can't wait to hold you and feel our little one inside of his mother. I got a feeling that is just gonna be great. Baby, I love you so much. I hope my letters let you know how much I miss and love you. I just think of you all the time and so wish that I was there with you, sharing the life that we should. But pretty soon we will be together and never apart. That time will be so great. I can't wait to have and hold and work and make a home for us. We will be so happy, happier than now, and that is saying a lot because I am so happy and proud. Sleep warm. I love you with all of my heart. Love, Dick. My dad, my mom, and there's such a tenderness in October letters. They feel a little different, like both of them can finally see the finish line. Sarah's letter starts with, my beloved, and my dad's ends with, I love you with all of my heart. And between those two phrases is the entire story, the story of waiting, dreaming, and building a life together, one letter at a time. It's been over 2 weeks since they've heard each other's voices. The waiting must be so painful, but somehow it's also a proof of how deeply they trusted what they had, that even in the silence, their love stayed solid. In just a few more weeks, they'll see each other again, but for now, they'll keep writing and counting the days. Thanks for listening to the Allgoods, Vietnam Through the Eyes of Love. If you'd like to support this project, you can do that at buymeacoffee.com/the Allgoods Love. And remember to follow or subscribe wherever you listen. See you in the next letter.